Some crazy misogynist engineered The View.
In The View, you don't need to find Trumpers. You need to fire your race baiters.
There are so many brilliant women out there. None of them are on The View.
You've had people on there before and you ran them off. So the racist ones who want to stick to this, Whoopi and Sunny, and was it Bette Midler? What's her name?
There's no recovering from this one. We all know The View is a hot mess, but nobody has nailed its dysfunction quite like Tyrus. He didn't just throw shade, he torched the whole set. Hypocrisy? Exposed. Terrible takes? Dragged into the spotlight. This wasn't a critique. It was a public reckoning, and Tyrus didn't miss a single shot. Today we're breaking down the takedown that finally said what everyone else was too afraid to admit. The View is beyond saving.
In The View, you don't need to find Trumpers. You need to fire your race baiters. You need to fire the two races. You've had people. You had a McCain on there. You've had people on there before, and you ran them off. So the racist ones who want to stick to this, Whoopi and Sunny, and was it Bette Midler? What's her name? Broke Bette Midler. Fire them and bring people in. Maybe you could get McCain to come back. She was a Republican, but
let's be real. The View doesn't need more Trumpers. It needs less race baiting. The real problem? Hosts like Whoopi and Sunny who stir division every chance they get. You had Meghan McCain, an actual conservative voice. But the environment was so toxic she was nearly in tears every break. You didn't want balance, you wanted a punching bag. If the network actually cared, the CEO would say enough is enough. No more casual hate aimed at white Americans. No more double standards. Fire the ones fueling the outrage. Clean house. Because viewers are tuning out, and this won't stop until the show stops letting racial division be the brand.
Every show and every break, she was nearly in tears because she was being attacked. So the problem is that you have to go after the racist people. And be the CEO goes, you know what? I'm not going to allow a woman on my show or man that will go after white America and talk about them like dogs. That doesn't represent our ideals or values for anyone. And get rid of those people. And this will clear up real quick. You allowed black racist on TV who could just go all day and say anything about white people. And I guess lo and behold, they forgot that there's a lot of people at home, white people at home during the day that are not watching your show anymore. So just clean it up.
It's no secret The View loves to stir the pot, but some of these hosts aren't just controversial, they're crossing serious lines. Time and time again, they frame everything through race. But here's the kicker. When they make offensive, even borderline racist remarks, nobody holds them accountable. Imagine the backlash if a conservative said half of what Sunny Hostin or Ana Navarro has. The media would explode. But because it's them, it's all silence and shrugs. Sunny's made a habit of dismissing entire viewpoints based on skin color. She's even mocked minorities who vote red, like independent thought is off limits. And Navarro? She straight up implied all nannies are Latinas. If the roles were reversed, heads would roll. But when it's The View, the double standard is alive and well.
I think the problem is that we have an elite group of narcissistic morons. So, no, I wish that was a joke, but it's not. They don't. To go on TV every day to objectively talk about something, you have to study, you have to research the pros and cons. And both candidates, you should find things you like, things that concern you. It's called doing work. That's why all the old journalists look so old.
Candace Cameron Bure co-hosted The View for 2 years, and what she revealed about life behind the scenes says everything. According to her, producers would flood them with topic lists overnight, basically forcing the host to cram like students before a test. Her words, "It was exhausting, like 4 to 5 hours of homework every night. No wonder the show feels like a chaotic echo chamber. Shallow takes, zero nuance, and the same tired, emotional sound bites day after day. It's not a discussion, it's a script. A one-sided performance built to trigger, not inform."
They smoked cigarettes and stayed up all night checking sources and this, that, whatever. When you get The View who are like, I don't have to think anything. I don't like them, and I'm rich, so you shouldn't like him either. And I can say anything because no one's going to check me. I surround myself with people. They'll have one puppet Republican who was scared to death to say anything against them, or if she does come out, they'll interrupt her nonstop. So there's this level of stupidity, and it spreads because they don't have to. All they have to say is Trump is Hitler. and their followers will be like, well, maybe he is Hitler.
That is absolutely right. Candace Cameron Bure was a co-host on the show for 2 years.
But just when you thought it couldn't get any more ridiculous, oh, it does. What happened next? Pure chaos. They went from blaming one group to blaming everyone. It's like watching someone try to rewrite reality in real time, and failing spectacularly. Who gets thrown under the bus next? You won't believe it. Keep watching, because this meltdown only gets messier from here.
And they can't say, I have been wasting network money lying to you. So they have to double down and go even stupider.
Yeah.
And keep saying things like, I only watch because of the clips. You force us to watch The View.
I do.
He does. He does. He's like, yeah, you predicted it. Good job. Guess who's watching The View for a month?
Let's be real. The View isn't a talk show anymore. It's a full-blown echo chamber wrapped in daytime TV gloss. Same tired takes day after day, pushed so relentlessly that viewers start mistaking them for facts. Real debate doesn't exist. It's just ideological rinse and repeat until the audience stops questioning anything. The danger? It creates this fake sense of consensus. Like if they say it enough times, it must be true. That's how cancel culture spiraled out of control. No pushback, just pure repetition until people started losing jobs over last week's opinions. And yeah, maybe you're tired of hearing about The View, but like it or not, a chunk of the left treats it like gospel. That's exactly why we shine a light on it. And of all the takes out there, Tim Dillon's, he nailed it. Brutal, hilarious, and completely unfiltered, just the way we like it.
As you watch them, you see them just age and cringe because they get caught up in their lives. So what do? The new word is misogynistic. And guess what? Their only mistake was they blamed white men. They forgot that black men, Hispanic men, and Asian men too. So that's the new thing. And then they're like, oh, it's just men. And then they're like, well, 53% of women. Oh, it's stupid women and men. So they'll just keep going till they're down to the only thing you can trust is a penguin. The penguins, they get it because they're running out of people to blame.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the kind of women they've put on this show. We're talking about some seriously questionable choices. It's wild because these people are practically oblivious to reality, and it's affecting the show in a major way. And then there's the whole idea of what The View could have been if they focused on substance over nonsense. This leads us to what could actually fix the show. Imagine flipping the script and giving the men the real airtime. Watch what Tyrus has to say.
Some crazy misogynist engineered The View, because there's nothing worse than The View. In terms of there are so many brilliant women out there. None of them are on The View. None of them have gone near the set of The View. I mean, they have brought in the lowest tier of the, what is it, the Y chromosome?
No, double
the
X.
Okay.
Double X.
They brought in the lowest of the double X's for that one. It's rough. Yeah, I mean, Joy Baker, again, these people have dementia. These are people who should not be allowed out of the house. They have a national platform. I mean, it is crazy. They have no idea. These people have never read a book.
And there's versions of it.
What if we put the women in the audience and let the men discuss the issues? This is just an idea I have for ABC, corporate.
Well, clearly,
or have one woman serve everyone drinks and give her a quick opinion. Quick, in and out. Just go
the guys go, ah.
Okay, the last part was obviously a joke. Or was it? Because now that I think about it, why don't they have male hosts on The View? I mean, aren't progressives all about inclusion, diversity, and smashing gender norms? Where's the male representation? Or is The View secretly clinging to outdated gender roles while preaching equality? Quick, somebody alert the activists. We might have a case of selective progressivism on our hands. But seriously, I'd love to hear your take. Is this intentional, hypocrisy, or just another example of their double standards? Sound off in the comments and let's get the convo rolling. And hey, if you want your friends to be just as sharp and informed, hit that share button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's gonna be a wild ride.